and they have now set. We put them in the fridge for about 5 minutes just to make sure that they do actually set in time. And we've now cut them up into small pieces. The chocolate hasn't cracked on top, which it normally does whenever we try and make these, which is now definitely a good sign because they have to be more room temperature apparently. And these look really, really good. I cannot wait to try them out a little bit later. These are gonna taste so good, man. Later, I've got a football match as well, and I'm gonna take them to football and share them with my whole team, so hopefully they'll like them too. At the moment, I'm on my way to the first football match back for my team in about 2 months, I'd say, maybe a little bit longer than that. I'm so looking forward to this. It's raining a little bit outside, the ground's a little bit wet, so the match has been moved from grass to 3G, which honestly is better. I prefer playing on 3G because the ground's just a lot nicer, passing out, playing out from the back, stuff like that. It's a county cup game, so it's not in the league. So if we win, we then go through to the next round. So this is really important. I'm really looking forward to playing, and hopefully we'll end up winning.
Boys, rebounds.
In the end, guys, we ended up winning 4-3, and we only ended up scoring to make it 4-3 in the last maybe 5 minutes-ish. The game was really end to end. It was 1-0, then 1-0, 2-1, 2-2, 3-2, 3-3, and then we ended up winning 4-3, as I said. With the goals, the first one was a free kick that went above my head, bar and down. I tried to jump up and get it, but I just couldn't reach it. I think this was second goal was an own goal from a corner. The ball came over, and then I reached up to try and get it. I got a tiny touch on it, and then at the back post, my boy Luca tried to clear it and ended up own goaling it. Couldn't have done much about it, to be fair. He was just trying to clear it. And then the third goal that they scored, they were through, and one of my defenders was in front of them, and they sort of fake shot one way, and then they cut in and like slid it into the bottom corner. I tried to get down, got my hand down, but I couldn't get there in time, and it went in. It was a really good win. I enjoyed playing my first game back, and my foot felt okay, which I felt like was the main thing, that my foot feels all right and that I can then play again in our next match. Last week, if you remember, I told you that we were practicing our drama performance, and today we had to perform it. So over the weekend, I learned all my lines, and I didn't mess up today at school, which I was glad about because I honestly thought that I might do. What I didn't tell you last week was that I was Cinderella. The ugly sisters wore the wigs that I brought in, and they were funny because one of them had like a bold bit at the front and then a load of hair around the back and on top, and the other one was just like an orange like clown wig. It was really funny. We had to basically modernise the script, so we changed some of the lines, added some in, and instead of wishing for like a car and horses and stuff, I wished for a car, a dress and a brand new phone as well, which was really funny. And instead of tripping up and losing my slipper, I tripped up and lost my phone. I like dropped it on the floor, and then the prince ended up picking up the phone, and to find who I was, he went around all the houses trying Face ID on everyone to see whose phone it was, which was really funny. It went really well, the performance, and I got a decent grade from the teacher as well, which I was happy about. Today we also had PE, and at school we were doing, I think I did about 30 minutes of jogging in total, which is the most I've done in ages, and my foot felt alright doing it as well, which I was really pleased about because I enjoyed doing it, getting back, because I haven't done anything like that for a while, and I did enjoy doing a little bit of running like that. So that's now another bit of progress on my recovery. Today is my first time back at Evolve since my injury. I'm really looking forward to it. They've got a load of Christmas lights set up as well. They've got some Santas over there and a snowman as well, just over there. I'm so looking forward to this, getting back. I haven't done it in ages, as I said. Can't wait to start diving. Tonight at Evolve, I really enjoyed the session. The coach, Scott, allowed us to do almost whatever we wanted, but he had set up some stuff. So he'd set up a goalie wars, he set up a foot tennis, he set up this thing with like two mannequins and a bungee in the middle, and you either had to jump over or go under the bungee, and then you take a strike from someone else. It was really, really fun. I rotated around all three of them drills, and I stayed on the goalie wars for a bit longer because I really enjoyed doing that. We were doing doubles goalie wars, so I was playing with someone else, and we stayed in for like ages. In the end, we did get out by an incredible top corner shot, which was kind of unlucky, but that was annoying, but I really enjoyed the session. My foot didn't feel too bad doing the session, and I was really concentrating on being on my toes, not just because that's what you need to do in goalkeeping. I feel like because I need to be sort of running and walking on my toes more. So I was really thinking about that, and it felt alright to do that, but it did feel a little bit weird at first. Walking on my toes is just something I have to get used to stop my heel from being aggravated and hurting. At school in DT, we had a project to make a sign with an LED in it, and this is the design that I ended up making. It's like sort of a keep away sign with an LED down there, and today we soldered everything on. So you've got the LED legs there, you've got the resistor, obviously all the copper tape, and then you got the battery here. We got the right battery, and if I put that on there, you can see from the back that it lights up, and that is what it looks like from the front. Today is my last day at school before Christmas. It's Friday the 18th, and today at school we finish at 12:50, so it's an early finish. We normally finish at 3:30 today. We have only like 2.5 lessons. We have history, computer science, and then 30 minutes of science, because then the next 30 minutes, the final 30 minutes of the day, is going to be in our form room. In computer science at the moment, we're doing programming, where we're writing out code. I think it's HTML code, I think that's what it is. What we're doing with the code is we're making a website. So we've got like a name for the website, and we've got a load of text on it sort of saying what it's about, and like what we're doing and stuff like that. I'm really enjoying it. I think it's actually really cool. We've now finished school for the Christmas holidays, and I got a few test results from computer science today, and the first one was from a PowerPoint presentation that I did. I got 45 out of 50 total, I got 9 on everything, on animations, transitions, content, layout of slides, and an overall impression as well, which was pretty good, I'd say, 45 out of 50. And then we also got the results for the UK BEBRAS challenge that we did a little while ago now. You might have done this in your school. This was just from nationally. They do it all over the world. It started in Lithuania, I believe, and I got a score of 129 and a gold award. And it says down here, gold awards go to the top 10% of students nationally. So I was in the top 10% all over the UK, which I'm really happy with and pleased about. At the moment, I'm making some Bailey's fudge with my mum. This is the easiest recipe. What we did is we got 500 grams of white chocolate. There is some milk chocolate in there as well, which you can probably see. That's not all of it combined. We put the milk chocolate in, then reset the scales, and then put 500 grams of white chocolate in. I think we had 200 grams of milk chocolate, which is quite a lot. And now I'm going to break it up into individual pieces and put it in the slow cooker. That is the first step. Stop eating it, Henry. I've got the last 2 bits here, and we're going to put them in. There's a lot of chocolate in there. That is definitely loads of chocolate. That's probably about 700 grams of chocolate in there. That's crazy. Got some condensed milk as well, which we're going to add in a bit. But I think now we need to put the slow cooker on and wait for it all to melt. This calls for specialist equipment. We just sit back and do nothing and wait for it to work. The next step isn't to melt the chocolate, it's to pour in all of the condensed milk. Jeez, that is a lot once again. The Baileys is now in there. We need to put this on the high setting for 40 minutes, but stir it every 10. So it's now on, and we have to keep the lid off as well. That's something that we have to do. If not, it won't cook properly, I guess. The fudge has been set in the fridge all night, and we're now cutting it up to put it into bags. It's actually really hard to cut. Jeez, that has definitely set well. Jeez, that actually hurts my hand. The fudge is now all tied up in bags and they're ready to be given out as presents. I had a little taste of one. They taste quite nice. Hopefully other people like them too. 5.
Facials.
My thighs are burning.